Otis, be good, bud. Be good. Oh, jeez. Otis. Hey, this is Luke Symes with Salt Strong. Have Otis over here, who might have very well lost his spot in the boat after this trip. It wasn't just because he jumped in, as you just saw. It was what he did afterwards. But most importantly, you know, if you are fishing the flats now, keep an eye out for cobia, especially keep an eye out for stingrays, because there could very well be cobia on them. I had a really cool experience out there. The first time I saw them, I didn't have the camera running, but they came right to the boat, and I pitched a lure in there. The smaller of the 3 cobia hit it, so I yanked it out before it got it. I yanked it out right as it was trying to eat, because I really wanted to catch the big one. And then the second time, I got in front of them. They came right up to the boat, and I totally fumbled. As you see here, they just got too close. My pitch was too late, spooked them off. But I found them once again, and here is where the big one came up for action. Oh, eat it. Oh, eat it. Oh my gosh, I missed him. Oh my gosh, I missed him. I unfortunately missed that one. I'm still bummed about that, but I did get one more shot. The stingray did a big circle, and I just sat there and waited on him. I got a nice pitch right out in front of the stingray. I let him. The big cobia was underneath the ray, and the smaller ones were back behind it, and I at least got the bigger of the small ones. Got him. There we are. Nice. Finally got him. Otis is freaking out. Otis, be good, bud. Be good. Oh, jeez. Otis. Otis, hey. Oh, jeez. This is gonna be a miracle. Otis, dude, killing me. Way more challenging. Stinking dog in the water. Hey, Stay. Oh no, Otis, dude. See, that was a total bummer. This guy here totally ruined that fish for me. I'm sure I would have landed it, but I only had 10-pound line, and I think his claw got a hold of it and just totally messed up that catch. But yeah, I'm just curious your thoughts if I should continue taking him out or not. He is a lot of fun, and he does jump in a lot, but this is the first time he actually caused me to lose a fish. And all other instances, it just makes it more fun because you just never know what's going to happen. But he's getting really smart. He's actually following the line, and he used to just follow the last splash. So it was easy. Now it's a real big challenge to land these fish. So yeah, let me know your thoughts below if you want me to keep taking Otis out or not. But either way, yeah, definitely keep an eye out for cobia out there. I was literally, like, my legs were shaking. I was just so excited. I love cobia. I love sight fishing, and that's, in my mind, the ultimate scenario where you get some good cobia on those rays and you can sight fish. That is just the ultimate in flats fishing. And if you are going to target these cobia on the rays, here's some tips to think about. First of all, go through the footage, and I'll go through what I did wrong and then what I did right. So this was the very first one. They were coming right at me, and I really didn't know which way they're going to go. So I was just trying to get a lure in front of them before they actually hit my shadow, which they were almost in my shadow line, and they were definitely going to be spooked then. So my bait hit. Here's the big one over here on this side, on the right side. The other two are right there behind it, and here's the ray. So they're off to the side of the ray. And I don't know what spooked first, either one of the cobia or the ray, but they just totally took off. And so now for the one that went right, this is the ideal situation. You want to be retrieving your lure. So right here's the ray, and you want to be retrieving your lure away from the ray. You want to get out in front and then do it away, because that's what the cobia are looking for. The cobia basically ride these rays to get a free ride, right, to draft, and they cover a lot of ground with little effort. And then a lot of the bait fish will spook off from the rays, and the cobia will just go pick things off as they go by. So you want the lure to be in front of the ray, and then retrieve it either away from the ray or at least crossways. And if you can go directly away from it, that's ideal, because this cobia knew there was danger. It literally just spooked, and so now it's starting to go out to my lure. It's starting to get a piece of it. It missed it there, and then it looped around, and then here's where it came up and ate it. And then I just totally set the hook, and it went out of its mouth. That was such a bummer. That was definitely the big one. of the three, but it is very interesting to see how fast it went back to that ray, right? It definitely spooked. So I jerked the lure out of its mouth, and it just did, it took off, did a quick turn, and then went right back and basically hugged right on top of the ray. So that's basically the Cobia's comfort spot. You know, that is, it feels protected. And in most cases, that's where they're going to be. So when you do see, you know, Cobia on the ray, is make sure that you get a cast up in front of the ray and just take it hopefully right across, or take it away. All right, and so one final tip is that when you are fishing these rays, is make sure that you use a weedless lure, because the worst thing that could possibly happen is that you snag the ray. And so that's just one thing. You just be very, very mindful not to snag the ray. That's going to ruin it all. And so in this case, I was using a 5-inch soft plastic jerkbait. This was a Z-Man, and I was, you know, had it weedless so that I could just simply pitch that lure out in front of the ray. Right, you can see its wing is about to come up right here. And so again, if that wasn't weedless, if I had treble hooks, there would be a high chance that I was actually gonna you know, snag the ray. So I had a weedless lure. I didn't need to worry about snagging that ray, so I just let it coast in there. Did a couple small twitches, and then finally the one came and picked it up, and game on. All right, for you club members, if you want to see, you know, exactly where this was, and also, you know, the type of areas that we've been seeing these Cobia lately, is I'll get on Google Maps and I'll drill down and show you, you know, where this was, and then some tips on the types of areas with examples on where to find these rays. So go to the community platform for that. I'll have a post in there. It'll be in the trend analyzer tool. But yeah, thank you so much for your time and watching this video. I hope you can get out on the water soon and catch some big ones.